niggas could watch it.
Yes, indeed. Send it out to any and everybody.
Oh, I bet.
And we live. We live locked in. Past the Mic Podcast, episode 6. I got two brothers with me, Stacks and Mill of the Lost Ones Classic. A lot of you guys may know about the Lost Ones Classic. It's been a basketball tournament in the summertime for the last few years. But one thing about these brothers it's more than just basketball, and that's what we're here to talk about today. I appreciate you two brothers coming on the show. How you doing today, fellas?
What's going on, y'all? What's up? We happy to be here. Happy to be here.
No, same vice versa though. No, it's all. Anytime we sit down and talk with folks, is always a blessing for real because we don't really be on that talking shit for real. So it's definitely a
Yeah.
blessing for real, for real.
Nah, dope, man, dope. It's like a Carol, it's like a Archbishop Carroll connection right here. And like I said, you guys, I went to high school with Kelvin. We've been locked in ever since. We haven't really communicated as much, but we always have respect for one another, and I
For
definitely
sure, for
paid,
sure.
paid
And
attention
and
to
to,
the
and to
career.
highlight that even just further, like we don't do interviews. Like we really
Yeah,
don't be doing too many interviews. But I was like, bro, hit me up. You know what I'm saying? I love what he doing with Pastor Mike. You know what I'm saying? We've been keeping track as well. We don't say too much, but we see what's going on. Trust me.
Absolutely,
You've been doing your
absolutely.
thing, bro. We proud of you. So you know what I'm saying? Of course, like always gonna be happy to come on and show love.
nah, salute. I appreciate that, man. Appreciate that. So take it back to before we get all the way into the Lost Ones Classic. I want to go back to you two guys' origin story and how you guys even rekindle, because I know you know how it goes sometimes when you go to high school with somebody or you know somebody through high school. We move on and we go out about our lives. Sometimes life can take us so many different places. What was the origin story of how you two guys rekindled and how after high school you guys came back into each other's lives and started this partnership and this collab and this brand?
Shit, basically me moving to Atlanta. Like it was around COVID. I was doing like the ones and the twos, and before Lost One Names came about, I was on some shit. It was called Mills Tour, and I was just doing that and what you're doing now, which I love interviewing folks, media stuff. I was doing that as well, and then I had a DM from from a dude. He have a distribution label out here, music wise, and he was like, the fuck I was doing. And he was like, when can you move to Atlanta? I thought it was some scam and shit or whatever. So I showed my mama that. I ain't gonna lie, I showed my mom like I've been wanting to get out of there too, cause that's what that was after when Nasty passed away, who was part of the six folks that we celebrate every year. And he passed away after my event off the let out. And that's when life was kind of like real. I don't know what the fuck to do. So I showed my mom that, and shout out to my mom. She was like, if you want to go out there, you know what I'm saying, go out there. And around that time, everybody was janky, everybody was hitting the unemployment. I'm good now. I ain't hot, but I had some out of my pocket.
But I say shit was swiping back
You,
then at
you
that
feel me?
time.
Like everything was green. So we had some bankroll behind me, and I just got up and moved. And that was like what 2022, late 2021, early 2022. Came out
Uh-huh.
here, and then that's when we rekindled. You know what I'm saying? Kel was like, "The fuck you out here for?" And then I was going B and B, and then once the money ran out, and of course, niggas still, I didn't really tap in what I really love to do occupation wise. So Kel was like, "Look, you can stay with me type shit, just take care of the power bill, gas bill, what the fuck, but just come on." And ever since then, we just got locked in after that.
Yeah, no, that's solid, bro. It's something. It's something about like to me, COVID was one of those situations where you either used it as an excuse to feel sorry for yourself, or you use it
Yeah.
as an opportunity to build on it and evolve and reset and really make something of the opportunity that was presented for all of us. And when you step outside, like talk to me about the importance. Like you said, you wanted to move out, but talk to me about that importance of stepping outside of your environment and going somewhere else new and branching off and being able to adapt and come out there and make something of something and what you learned about yourself in that process.
Shit, to be honest, I always I was always out of the crib because of basketball. Not only because
Right.
of AAUI is going to tournaments or camps and stuff like that, but I went away for school. Like I took the JUCO route, Potomac State. That was in West Virginia. I barely went home for that. I was straight basketball, and then after that, I went to a D1 JUCO all the way in Texas. So I was like, I always love not being home. I love home, but I love just capturing different environments, different people, different aesthetics, culture wise, all of that. So it wasn't a hard transition of me just getting out here and coming to Atlanta. Cause also too I had
Gotcha.
some friends who went
Right.
to Morehouse Clark, but I always been a people person. Like I was never so just in home locked in, if that makes sense. Like I don't want to meet this because he champ and shit, she champ and shit. Like nah, because some of them champ motherfuckers really can help you down the road in life. You know what I'm saying? So I was just was open minded, and just was never too cool, basically.
Yeah, no, that's real. And that's the mentality you gotta have. Kelvin, what about you? How much of a divine moment did it feel for you when you got that call from Mill? When Mill was like, man, man, it's like it just seemed like everything lined up for you. Where you got somebody that's right there with you, that's as ambitious as you, as hungry as you, and you just see an opportunity. Like, how was that for you? How was that process for you? Getting ready for that collab.
It's actually crazy, bro, because like he said, like COVID was like, as we all talked about, it was a make or break moment for a lot of people. Like a lot of people, capitalize in like different ways. Like for me personally, I really got a chance to sit still and think about where I was at in my life. I was home. You feel me? I was working, right? I was working for unemployment, like real life, like working for the government. I had a government job in DC right before I left for Atlanta. And like I can tell you this, I was like, man, I just know like I'm I got more to offer. Like, and this was the thing about like staying at home. It wasn't that you can't blossom at home, but a lot of the times, like for you to grow, you gotta leave. You know what I'm saying? So like you could be alone and really like lock in on your process and like what it's supposed to look like. And then when I went out to Atlanta, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I had no plan. Like I went to Atlanta because I had some money and I was like, I'm a survivor. So I'm gonna go out here, I'm gonna figure this shit out. Me and my man went down there. It was just me and him. I got no family, nothing. It's just me and him. And then I got one, I had a real good friend who was out there living out here in Atlanta too, and we just moved right into his complex, bruh. Real never seen the apartment. I ain't seen nothing. I just went. Real just told my mother and them like I'm gone. Like I love y'all. I'm trying to go make something of myself. I don't know what it's gonna look like, what it's supposed to be, but I believe in myself and I'm gonna go see what this chance is about. And it's crazy because when Mill came down the next year, because I came in like late 2020, November. I think Mill came early 2022, if I'm not mistaken, or late 21. But basically, I was like, damn, like at least I got another familiar face, a nigga I trust, a nigga I know. Like this, what people don't really know. Like me and Mill, not only like was we on the basketball team together, like we will rent out together. Like we was at the Go Go's together. We was at the parties together. Like this real was my young nigga. We was taking like when we was in our little basketball trip. They stayed with me. You know what I'm saying? So our relationship has always been strong. And I was watching him while he was out of school. Like he was hooping. I was checking in on him. You feel me? He was hooping, but
Yeah,
like you said, like he finding his path, I'm finding my path. You know what I mean? But it's so crazy that when we got to Atlanta and we both started working together, and I seen how passionate he was about this. And like I kind of mentioned it in the article, but it's like, man, look, when you see somebody who right here on your couch who's dedicated to something and it's like something that you believe in too, why not support it? The thing was, it was like it wasn't necessarily a thing of like, like some people try to like figure out what's going on. Like I didn't know what was going on for me, but at the time, what I thought about was at least I could help him because he know what he want to do right now. And like I could figure out what I'm doing along the process. I got skills too. I got attributes too that I offer. But like right now, it ain't even about me. Right now, it's like, bro, I got a vision, and let's get behind it.
yeah,
And like from that point forward, I mean, shit, we here now.
Yeah. Nah, that's amazing. And like it's like sometimes the universe just puts you in certain situations, and you just align it. It just aligns you right where
Cause,
you need
cause
to be.
think about that, bro.
Yeah.
What's real the likelihood we both end up out this jump?
You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
Saying
Fact.
Like, that's why you gotta really like not take things for granted and like to your point, really look at things like, okay, like this is supposed to happen. Like,
yeah,
because it's not because it don't make sense. You feel me? A lot of the times people try to like understand the inexplainable, but like just go with that shit. Like shit ain't always
yeah,
supposed to make sense. Like make that shit work, and it's like, damn, bro, we both out here alone. We ain't got no family out this jump, so we had to rely on each other.
yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Like we gotta rely on one another. So it's like, yeah, when he got in that situation, I remember I was like, damn, if he go home right now, it'll all be for nothing,
yeah,
and I didn't want to see that.
yeah. No, that's real. It's also one of the old sayings where they say, like a lot of people try to kill the narrative of luck, and you're lucky to be in a certain position. You're lucky to be in a situation with some well. A lot of people put themselves in a position to for that luck to prosper, for that luck to and that fortune to be in place. And you too, by you having the vision and by Mel having the vision and Stacks, you having the forthright and the bandwidth to understand that this is something that whoa, I could see where I fit in to this vision. It it's it's synchronicity. It's just perfect. It's perfectly aligned together. So salute to both of y'all for doing that. And then over time, you saw what he was working on. You know what I'm saying? The Lost Ones Classic. It's not just a like I said in the previous in the title. It's not just a basketball tournament, which is how I got introduced to what you guys were doing. Me personally, it was when I look back at the page and I look back and see everything you guys are doing. You guys are doing back to school clinics. You guys are doing hosting different events for whatever the case may be. It's an entire brand. You have a clothing brand within the business. Like, talk to me about the Lost Ones and the classic in general, everything, and how this all cultivated.
Just didn't want to put ourselves in a box. Like, just because, I'm a full blown basketball or die ass nigga, I was never, that was never my identity. That's where I be trying to tell my homies who play basketball to the highest competitive level. Remember, you're still a regular person once that ball drop. What else can you bring to your life or out here? Like, how can you know what I'm saying? Like, what's your other hobbies or what's something that if you tour something or like your ceiling is up, what can you do? So with Lost Ones, like Kale really jumped on Lost Ones like as a full-time partner after year three. Year one, year two, it was still just basketball. Like definitely a great cause, definitely why we were doing it, but it wasn't a full brand yet until after year three, where year three was literally, I would say, not the worst year of my motherfucking life, but just a real wake up call because I was wilding out here in Atlanta. Like once I got whatever the little money I had, I was still I was still trying to go to the lounges and clubs. I met people out here as well. So and those type of people, not saying like you gotta have some money in your pocket to be running around. And
Very true.
it was just I was like I didn't know the balance. I was like, all right, I'm trying to be outside and I have a full blown um I don't want like a project. Like I look at Lost Ones as a project, capstone, like it's just a plant and grows. And after 2 years, I just got a little comfortable because year two, I did not expect. Year one, I ain't expect our brother Najee to come out. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the whole Reed side. You know, they had Najee come out on a sprinter at fucking Dunbar outside court. And then year two, my boy Drake Cook, Big Hunter Dickinson, all my top folks, you know what I'm saying? Slater, B.
Crawford.
Crawford,
We
like,
had James Palmer, I think
Um,
Jamario. We had his year two, three,
Eds.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so when year three came, I was trying to make it a 2 day tournament, all types of because I was just so stuck on basketball. And people don't understand we start so early because you don't know the rollout, the whole behind the scenes, everything does not go perfect. It always some shit come up, this and that, plan B, like with the gym. Our biggest thing every year is the gym, but we'll get that later on. But fast forward. how we became an official brand was literally after year three. The shit was nasty. The jerseys was last minute. It was no banners. Like it was just straight janky vibes, right? And I remember shout out to Whitehead and Lance Stevenson and them. We were supposed to go to New York that year, year four, study year three, study year four. And I remember I'm coming back home. Literally, like niggas don't know. I bid lost once on literally with $10 to my motherfucking pocket. Like every time I went home, it was no plane. It was straight Greyhound. Like I come home, Greyhound, Greyhound, Greyhound. Like and then the Greyhound, Kelvin will tell you, coming back up, Greyhound broke down middle of North Carolina. We had to sleep on the side of the road till another Greyhound come and get us. That joint broke down. And I'm like, fool, I've been on the side of the road for like almost 2 days. You know what I'm saying? No AC, nothing, hot. Trying to get back to do Lost Ones to go to New York that year. And I finally got home and then, I was just so much tired. Kept my mom like, look, you gotta really sit down and this is God telling you you gotta sit your ass down and really understand you have something in your hand that is really important. Not only important, but something special if you put your motherfucking mind into it. And that's when Kel sat down with me. He's like, look, I'm not about to let you go out like this. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna join the team fully. This what we're gonna do. Boom, boom, boom. You know your role. I know he know his role, but we don't step on each other's toes. Like if he right, he right. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But in the, end of the day, we gonna always find a solution. And then that's when we started tapping in. It's like, look, we're gonna became a real official nonprofit. So for 3 years, 4 years, we wasn't a official nonprofit. We literally got official nonprofit year four, the viral year. And that's when, so that's like 2 years in. We 2 years in as an official nonprofit.
Right.
And after that, that's when we sat down and we was like, look, we're gonna start doing real player shit. We're not gonna move as a typical nonprofit where nonprofits they usually I don't say beg, but they just always they want the next person, you know what I'm saying? Like, hey, this is what we're doing. Can you donate? We don't ask folks. We let the work show.
Yeah.
And it's just been working ever since. We've been putting in the work and motherfuckers bless us and everything, but we always think ahead. Like now we're not comfortable. Like we thinking already for the fall and winter after years after this year event. Like that's how we move. So yeah, man, it's been a motherfucking journey, Mike. I ain't gonna hold you. Like
Yeah.
it's been times where a nigga cried all types of shit. You know what I'm saying? Wanted to quit, wanted to do this, wanted to all everything, but God just always just bless us with a little light end of the tunnel. Like, hold up, like this is a little sneak peek. Like, just calm your ass down. I got you, and we just keep going.
And that's when you know it's worth it at the end of the day. When you have those moments of doubt, moments of man, what's going on? Like that's when you
Hell
know
yeah,
you wait.
and it's like I'm glad we on this joint because it's like I be trying to tell people every time like we don't really the basketball event everything that's our ice on the cake, but we really that's not our main goal. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like that's just a celebration of we what we completed during the off season, which is fall and the winter and the spring. What we do, and now we come in the summer, we celebrate, and
yeah,
we do it for the people, not only for the six folks. You know what I'm saying? If you lost anybody, or you just need to just that one weekend, like I ain't go out all summer, or I had a fucked up summer, I had a fucked up year. I'm gonna fuck with Mill and them. I'm gonna see some homies I ain't seen in about 5 6 years, or a vibe that I want to see this and that, and just enjoy yourself. You know what I'm saying? That's what I love the reactions and the comments and the reviews of Lost Ones. They're like, bro, I ain't see folks in damn near 10 plus years, gang. Like, I
yeah,
ain't know he was on this time. I ain't know she was on that tight time. And that's the biggest thing with us. Like, that's all we want. We just get back to the folks, bro.
yeah. That's real, bro. That's real. That's real. Speaking of speaking of giving back to the folks. Last year, one of the guys that is arguably one of the best players in the last 15, 20 years to come out of Archbishop Carroll basketball, and Brown Jr. He blessed you guys with the elite performance at the Lost Ones Classic, and having someone who went to Carroll, who's having the run that he's had this past year and a half, 2 years. Um, to me, and Brown Jr. it has cemented himself in this city. He cemented himself in the whole area. He cemented himself in Carroll Allure. From your perspective, from what have you seen from Ant Brown Jr. over the last 2 years that makes you say he's going to be one of the best? one of the best moving
I
forward.
think it's so he's so special because you know, like you went to Carroll, all of us went to Carroll. You know, I played on the basketball team. Mill played on the basketball team. I was never on the caliber of my contemporaries. You feel me? And you know, I was always just able to just like sit back and really like watch and like be like a real student because like I said, like I wasn't on the level of the niggas. I was able to make the team, but I wasn't on the levels of the niggas who was on my team. You feel me? That's just being real. So it's like I got to watch like niggas come through Carroll, like niggas who they talked about. Like, you know, they would tell us about the history. It used to be like Kenny Cherry, you remember
Yep.
them? You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
Bait, you know, a lot of niggas like Carroll had some niggas.
Lawrence Moten. Yep.
Lawrence
Mo,
Moten,
RP for sure, Big
R.I.P.
Mo.
Yep.
of course. You know what I'm saying? But what Ant Brown did for Carroll is bigger than like to me. And as a nigga who been there, Ant Brown was like a breath of fresh air for Curl because the thing about it is like you never had a guy. Like it's not that he was just good at basketball. You know what I'm saying? He had the charisma. Like you can see how much he want the game. You see his fiery, you know, he got the attitude. He got everything he want to win. You feel me? And the thing about him is that young nigga I told Mill last summer, right? This is right before he went to Peach Jam. It's so crazy. He came and played in Lawson's. He played before he came to Lawson's. Like, I don't know if he did a workout or something. He came probably like 30 minutes prior to the game starting.
Right.
And you could just see the joy he had and just hooping. And I was like, Mill, he gonna be all right. Like, he loved to hoop. Do y'all know, like, he played in all three games?
Yeah.
He
Real
dominated
shit.
the high school game, so he dominated his peers. Then we tear our games from mid-major to overseas players in our second game. Then he playing that one, able to compete and keep up. Even though obviously he wasn't dominating, he can keep up. Then played in the main event with the highest of levels with our pros and um with our our top YouTubers, and
Yeah.
he's still able to keep up. And I was just like, you know what he brings is hope. And I think like that's what's really missing, like somebody to get behind. Like everybody behind him. Like not only did he cultivate the city, but you know, like he brought other old Carroll alumni back. Niggas don't go back to Carroll.
And
I ain't gonna lie, I'm being real. Ain't
Yeah,
been
at
no
all.
nigga to make me go
At
back.
all.
facts.
At all.
Facts. I went when I went to go cover him for the first one of the first home games of his senior year. That was the first time I went back to Carroll since I left Carroll. That's a fact. You ain't
Point
lying. You
point
ain't told
proven.
one.
See, I ain't even know that. Point
You
proven.
ain't told one
Like
lie, bro.
That's hard.
you know what I'm saying? So it's just like his ability to um keep pushing himself, keep growing, keep wanting more. Vanderbilt, they gonna see it. We gonna be down there. We about 3 hours out. We
Oh
driving
yeah.
down to go see little bruh for sure.
Oh
We
yeah.
will be at a Vandy jump this year. So it's just like man, I'm telling you, Mike, as a Carroll alumni, I never been more proud.
Fact.
Like I never been more proud. It's like, bro, not only is he doing it, but I love how he doing it. You see what he doing for his teammates. You feel me? He got his teammates right. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like I said, he everybody ain't intended to like carry the crown. Like it's like like look, you got the weight on your shoulders now. Come on. You got
Yeah.
everybody behind you. Keep working. Don't let you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that I would say. Just never forget how you got there. Just keep working. That's our motto. We just always gotta remember the work come first.
Mhm. That's a
No,
fact.
hell yeah. Like Keller said it mostly everything. I just like the fact that, like you said, he took the he just took the crown and ran with it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of folks can't deal with a lot of pressure. You got sold out games, this and that, boom, 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 a lot of media in your face, all types of shit. And just for him to just stay focused and stood on his 10 and remembering like his story where he went to PVI, didn't play this and that. He felt like is a lot of politics involved, and he went to Carroll and did what he had to do. And he just now he a brother to us. You know what I'm saying? He's part of the Reed family, and that's one thing about us with the players. We tell JMO side, Reed side, Troy side, whatever side, bring the players that can represent your homie to the full extent, if that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? Like play with some motherfucker heart, this and that. And when they told me like, no, we Ant gonna come out, boom, boom, boom. And then ever since then, we all just been just close. You know what I'm saying? Ant know he can holler at us. We can always support him. Like Kel said, we will go to a Vandy game when they play Auburn or Georgia, whatever the case may be.
Wherever we gonna make that
Yeah,
way
We
out there.
there. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And
yeah.
he's so funny. Ant was so funny. I never told this. I still closer with Reggie Williams. Reggie, I was on the 3 with Reggie and my dad, and Reggie he like, that little motherfucker Ant Brown, he's the one. I wish I
Yeah.
could coach his ass. I said, okay, Reg, say no more, Reg. Say no more, Reg. you
That's
know,
funny. That's funny.
that's how I knew Ant was one of the ones. If you got Reggie saying you one of the ones, so that's hard.
You ain't lying. Yeah, that's shout out to Reg, man. I saw them at a Georgetown game not too during this past season. Yeah, that's true.
Okay.
That's there. Now I agree with everything you guys said. I mean, when I got a call from his pops that he wanted me to come to New York to watch him play in this New York versus New York tournament, I was like, man,
Oh, he went dumb up there. Yeah. Oh
he
my
went
Hmm.
God.
he went dumb, bro. The first game it was indoor. It's usually an outdoor tournament, but because it was raining, they had a rain site inside, so it was a gym day. And he went up against these. He went up against these. He played for this Bronx team, and he went up against these guys. He had like 18-6, but it was just the flair and the showmanship.
Mm-hmm.
The crowd, a majority of the crowd didn't know who he was. Nobody really knew who he was up there. So it was just dope to see that the shift from not knowing who he was to after the game, everybody's trying to talk to him, get pictures from him. Mind you, he had 18-6 and the team lost, but New York City will not forget somebody who put on a show in front of them.
At
And
all.
Exactly.
the King and Spicy is up there on the court, hyping you up. It's imminent. It's right there to see. So you go to these different places, New York, when going playing in the Rucker Slam Classic, going to LA to play in the Nike Mamba League tournament, like all these different places, you getting to play with these high level players. What that does for your game is crazy. You know about this, Mill. You went, you know what I'm saying? You playing in all the tournaments and all that. When you get a chance to
Mm-hmm.
go all the way and play with these high level players all year round, and then come back to your season, you get in the bag. And you saw what he did in his senior year. I mean, it's just he
Yeah,
carried
just
carried
super
carried all that
comfortable. Like you
carried
say,
all that.
he
Yep,
just super comfortable, Mike. Like if
yep,
I'm going around these motherfucking tournaments with the best 5 star, 4 stars, and I'm cooking and I know I can hang with them. Oh, it's a breeze when I come back to the crib for my
man,
senior season. You know what I'm
man.
saying? Cause I seen all the fire that I could have got burnt up in. Like, oh, all right, he cool, but he just got cooked by such from Iowa, the other point guard. But y'all, you said any city he went, he said, I guess in his mind, like I'm gonna put on a show and y'all gonna remember me.
Got to, got
That's
to.
hard.
Hmm.
And you know you've hit a certain level when um, you score so well that they automatically label you as a scorer. Like your game is so well, but your scoring is that good
Hmm.
that that's all that people can see. They just putting you in a scorer's box. But the people that watch his game fully and they know him and they know that he led the EYBL in assists last year. When you watch his game and you see how he plays, you can see he's a combo guard in a
Yeah,
sense.
for
Like
real.
he can do it all. It's not just the scoring, but that's how good of a scorer he is that they put him in that box in that cat. They do the same thing with all elite scorers: Kevin Durant,
Facts.
Kobe, Jordan. They do it
Facts.
all elite scorers. You know what I mean? Kyrie Irving, Steph, all those guys. They do it with all the elite scorers. So I think it's a great fit for him going to Vanderbilt. I think Vanderbilt, the SEC is one of the best conferences for smaller guards to
Hmm.
perform. You saw what Aiden Holloway did in Alabama last year. You saw what the young guy did with Vanderbilt last year.
Yeah, I
Tanner.
about to say.
Tanner.
Yeah,
Hmm.
yeah. So I think the SEC, I think Vanderbilt was a great spot for him. The SEC is going to be a great conference for him, and we're going to see him. I think he's going to make an immediate impact, fellas. I'm not going to lie to you.
Excited
For
for him.
sure.
Can't wait.
Yeah, no questions about it. outside of that, man, you guys. I also saw you guys were able to get Robert Cologne to come to your to come to the event. I know
Yeah.
he's been one of the biggest stars, if not the biggest, over the last year when the one-on-one scene taking over. Um, when someone like that comes through and they show love to the people, like for this year moving forward, is there any potential surprise guests? Is there anybody we could might potentially be on the looks for
I
year
would
six?
say
Talking.
I would say well us it's always like it's always last minute surprise or last minute text over here because like
Yeah,
that's my role. Like with Kel, he be on. He like, hey, how the coaches doing, how the players doing, this snap, boom, boom, and it's just like I be telling him like, man, we definitely got something cooking up. We gotta see what people. One thing about us, like 4th of July weekend, for some reason for folks, it's like the schedule alignment, but now people will start getting more free and this and that. So the schedule was definitely aligned because Rob's supposed to have been played and lost one literally year
Years
three.
ago.
You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? And that's it. Salute to Rob and even BJ and Zay Zay in school
yep,
too. You know what I'm saying? Like all of them for popping out last year. And that's just off the just the strength and just great face card, what I be trying to tell people. You know what I'm saying? Rob came down here in Atlanta, called me. He's like, yo, pull up on me. Let's chop it up. And we don't even talk about basketball. Like with my high level folks, or the case may be, I don't talk basketball to them. We talk as brothers, we talk about clothes, music, or whatever. And salute to Rob. Rob was like, no, I'm pull up this year. I'm put on my schedule, this and that. And that boy came through. That boy was like, man, I just need 40 for gas, man. I'm on the road. That boy came from his crib, North Carolina, and
yep.
came up.
That's love.
So it's just the people don't understand. Like it's just it's the specialty of I guess what Kelby on me is like of how I can gravitate with folks. It's just like I just be real. I just keep it 1,000 with them. You know what I'm saying? I love your game and this and that, but motherfucker, I fuck with you as a brother. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah,
that go a long way. But potential surprises, nah, it's definitely gonna be a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. More so on the youngins game. Like the youngins game is definitely gonna be definitely gonna be turned. Like salute to my high school committee, our high school committee. They really, I had to get on there. I had to get on them. I was like, look, we need to lock it in. In less than 10 hours, they work their magic. So a lot of definitely good 4 stars coming out. And that main event, JMO and Nasty game, it's gonna be crazy. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna say I'm gonna say a little bit after Juneteenth. That's why I know who really like locked in. But it's a lot, and he got tickets. And we still got limited
that
tickets too. This shit
Still
is
got
going
limited
down.
tickets. That's all I'm gonna say.
It's
hey,
going down.
It's
make sure
going
you
But
down.
make sure you're in the building. Big Mike's 2 cents will be there. I will be in the building for that for sure. So make sure you
Yes,
guys ain't missing.
sir.
It's July 5th. It's gonna be a movie. I'm telling you. I can't wait, man. Like I want to piggyback on what you just said about the youngest game because the talent when you look across, and we highlighted Ant Brown Jr., but it was so many like Josiah Kennedy, the point guard from
yeah,
Mount Zion Prep, who's going to UMass Lowell. I saw Shane Pendergrass on the card, who's going to
big
George Mason,
Shane.
who played at Hargrave
Yeah,
Academy.
Cam
It
Ward at
just
Michigan State in the Final Four,
Cam
who was in there year
is
4.
Yeah.
exactly Cam Ward from Michigan State doing big things like this. The classic breeds some of the best players from the DMV every single year, and we got some of the best talent, man. So that youngest game, bro, I know it's gonna be some high level hitters in there. The DMV this past season, what we produced, the competition that we had in every conference, the WCAC on the public school side, like this past season we just had high school wise back
Hmm.
home was insane. I mean,
That was insane.
were you brothers? Did either one of you brothers go to the WCAC championship game against St. John's versus Boulder City?
We watched the live stream. That's
Yeah,
how
we
much we
watched
was
it
locked
live
Brother,
in.
though.
We watched the
brother,
live stream.
brother.
When we saw the when Curl played St. John's in the semis, man,
That
Oh
and, you
yeah,
shit
know, it came down
hurt
to the
me.
that
That
hurt us.
shit,
That hurt us at the last
that
possession.
shit hurt me. Oh my
to
gosh.
be that to be that close, bro. To be
Yes.
that
We
close.
couldn't beat St. John's for nothing. Like, I don't. That was our kryptonite. We could not beat them. We couldn't.
All
We
year
just couldn't
long,
get.
man.
Like God, Lee, we lost them niggas 3 times.
3 times, bro. And I
Shit
felt like
hurts.
this the time because you know how it is, man. It's hard to beat a team 3 times in one season. That was
Right?
I
that
I
was
was
see.
like, we got it. And then,
yeah,
bro, they kept getting the leads. My bad. I don't even want to get started. My bad.
yeah. But now the atmosphere, bro, for that St. John's versus Paul VI WCSC championship game was
Love that
insane.
too.
And then
Mm-hmm.
because you had to be in the building for that because it was the cup you were getting ready to witness greatness one way or the other. Either Jordan Smith was getting ready to win 3 straight championships, or St. John's was getting ready to start what could be a potential dynasty moving forward with their young guys and core moving forward. So either way, you were watching history. Both these coaches going at it. It was crazy. And to be down 16, how they did it the last 3.5, 4 minutes, and they tracked every bucket, put the pressure on them, and the comeback force overtime. The way Jordan Smith took over in that game, I mean, it's just
Nah,
the
special.
atmosphere was insane, bro. Insane. Like it's some of the best competition in the country for sure. No question
Mm-hmm.
about it. No question about it. So I'm looking to see what next year looks like because a lot of the guys that we were talking about, Smith, Brown, Bivens, they're all seniors. They're going to college. So now we got a reset of a lot of guys to
Oh
see
yeah, and that's
who's
the
going to take the
thing.
crown now, and it's going to be
Let
a reset.
it's somebody else's summer. Whose
Somebody
summer is
else's
Yup.
it
son.
gonna be this
And
summer?
Yep.
that's you feel me? And that's what I think.
That's what we love to do because
Yeah.
the way that we do it as far as like time frame is Lost Ones is right before you start getting into your circuits for real.
Yep.
So
hmm
we giving you that confidence right before you go. Like I just did it at the highest level. Let me go out
Mm-hmm.
and do it against these niggas I don't even know now. Let me go out. You feel me? Like now it's like, it's just momentum. It
Yep.
really is just momentum going into your summer, trying to have a great summer, and we all know, as we attributed to earlier with Ant, great summer, great year. You feel good that summer. You know what I'm saying? You learn your comfortability, like Mill said. Figure out your spots, see what works. When the season come, it's just rinse and repeat.
Yep.
Definitely.
And then, and
Definitely.
then and then you bring in the street ball element to it because you got a
Hmm.
whole bunch of people surrounding the court. Somebody talking trash to you at the free throw line, at the bottom of the baseline and everything.
And that's what I
Come
was
on,
gonna
man.
say as far as environment, bro. Like, just to kind of transition into Lost Ones, what we provide as far as the environment for them, we want them to understand, like, you gonna have somebody in your face telling you that you can't do it. What you gonna do about it? It's man to man, because like me and Mill, it's funny story. We used to sit back in the crib. We ain't had no TV. We used to have a projector. We used to real watch the like Fat Joe, New York street ball Jones.
Yep.
In
hmm
the environment. Like it's like no
Yes.
funny. This is '01, '02, '03, but like we in this joint
Sir.
real just studying and like,
Mm-hmm.
damn, like if you can create that environment and make the player, it's the pressure. Because some people rise within that environment. Like they need the crowd. Like you feel me? Like Michelangelo needs the crowd. Like you need to have that performance. You know what I'm saying? And it's like that's what we do. Like our shit, not no like our shit standing room.
Yeah.
You gonna have to get by your man. Like it's just that simple. And I think like I don't know, bro. Like we real students, bro. Like like we really are students to this shit. Like we real study stuff. Like a lot of people see the aftermath, but like we really put in a lot of work as far as just like in the crib, bro. When we was down, just studying that shit. Why are we watching this in 2022 and this happened in 2001, '02? Why is this significant? Why does this make us want to go back? Why does this feel so nostalgic? Understanding the elements to an event. You feel me? Because that's really what happened year. See, Mill lost track of shit year three. He got lazy, started doing anything, ain't really forgot what we all learned. And but the thing about it is like, as you mentioned earlier, you gotta have the moments to get to year four because things gotta go so bad for you to realize you gotta change at times for people. Like comfortability is normal. If things seem like they going well, why would you change something?
Right.
Even if you're not fulfilling your purpose to your, full potential. So it's like he had to get comfortable. Think. all of that. And then year four, understanding that, you know what, bro, the reason why we went viral, bro, that environment was insane. Like I wish people could have, like, if you never got a chance to go to year four, seeing that viral video of that referee that couldn't make the call. I'm talking about that shit was pins and needles. Like it's like the finals of the last 8 minutes. Like that fourth quarter was dead ass high level basketball at its peak, and
Yeah.
the environment was crazy. Like any call swayed the crowd. That's how significant it was. Like, and I think that's the main thing as far as like with what we want to provide for these great artists, like all these young hoopers, all these basketball players. Like we want to provide you your stage. Like you gotta have a stage for Michelangelo. You gotta let him have that to perform. You know what I'm saying? Like in order for it to be the masterpiece. And like that's kind of how we think about it. Like we work at it because we understand that like it's not just about the hoops. Because if it was only about the hoops, bro, like the DMV has the highest talent in the world. You know what I mean?
Literally.
That's a fact.
Like
Literally.
the DMV has the highest talent in the world. To your point, like they just had a great year, and I think a lot of the issues with back home is that like just as far as my opinion, just looking at a lot of the basketball landscape, it's just basketball. And the thing is, like, what they need is real life experiences that they may experience at the next level. Because we all been to college or seen a college environment. You think this is loud?
Huh.
Go play, go play in front of 40,000. See what they on the road in the SEC. And about to hear names he ain't never thought he was ever gonna be called in his life.
That's a fact.
But he ready. He know what that's like.
Hmm.
Stay locked in. Stay even kill. You know what I'm saying? So I think like that's the thing that people need to like remember is like give these give this great talent a stage. Like you feel me? Like that's the best way I could put it. Like give this great talent, like give them a stage so they can perform.
Yeah. No, that's real. That's real, bro. That's real. And I see. And then when you get a chance to watch them, when you actually watch them blossom on the next level and watch them produce, it makes it that much more sweeter, that much more sweeter, bro. So
Mhm.
that that's the blessing about it, man. This is the part of the podcast where I pass the mic to both of you, brothers, to leave any lasting words or lasting thoughts that you have with anybody about anything in life. The floor is yours, or whoever wants to start first.
Shoot, I would just say, yeah, he just gonna do that. I would say, nah, July 5th, though, you know what I'm saying? We had Idea Public Charter. It's a special one back home. Which not, I don't want to say we trying to recreate year four, but what I want to say we are recreating year four in terms of environment, small gym, and all white. Like I said, it's a whiteout year, white me down year. So you can wear anything. You gotta wear white up top, but you can wear any color pants or shorts. But that's something new this year. We're going with a theme and food, drinks, vendors, merch, all types of stuff is really gonna be a real move that we ain't really say yet. Threw it out there yet. So that's all I'm saying. Get tickets now. We less than like 40 left. We got like 40, 30 some left. After that, online tickets we're gonna shoot that out this week. And just get there, man. Just get there. It's a move. We just create Lost Ones as a move, not just an event, a move that you can just come to and vibe out. Literally.
I think my main thing is the one thing I want y'all to take away from us though. Obviously, like we want y'all to come to the event, but truly, like our mission is to build community empowerment. Everything you see us do is based around community empowerment. We do these events in order to show people that like it's just two young brothers like really bringing their own community together. It doesn't take a million people. It don't take like, what I mean, like 1,000 people to do this. It's really just two aligned people understanding that like we want more for each other and we want more for our community. So at the end of the day, like understand that Lost Ones is a brand that is based around like building. Like what we found a way to do is we found a way to um make grief a positive thing. You know, we lost our homies, but we're gonna keep celebrating them. We're gonna keep loving them. We're gonna keep bringing people out because we understand that we're not the only ones who've experienced this, and we're not the only ones who go through losses. But we found a positive way, and we want to encourage others to find a positive way and be that example of what you can do when dealing with grief. Because we all lose people, we all lose loved ones, but life goes on, and it's your choice to celebrate them, man. Like it's your choice. So find ways to celebrate them, and just remember that lost ones. Like I said, like this is bigger than us. We really fighting for our community, just trying to make sure that y'all see that positive examples are still here. Like we really just try and do this. And like I said, like even us talking right now, all of us is under 30 or 30, but we grew up together. Understanding and like work with the people you grew up with, build community, lean on one another, understanding like this is how like stuff happens. Like me and Mill don't have income for real. Like we don't got no funding for real. We were doing this out the mud. People have helped us so much through relationships and us real life just being good people to to others. So we just want y'all to take that away, donate if y'all can to our cause. You know what I'm saying? And hey, make sure y'all at the event July 5th. Idea Public Charter. Make sure you're in your white. Tell you, yes sir.
All white affair is gonna be a
Oh,
movie. Real
It's
quick,
gonna be a
real quick,
movie.
real quick, fellas. Before I get y'all out of here, we got our finals. We got our finals match set. We got our final NBA finals for 2026 set. We got the New York Knicks versus the San Antonio Spurs. This is a rematch of the 1999 NBA. 27 years later, both these two
mhm.
teams. How many games? How do you see this playing out? And just how crazy is this matchup going to be? This
Knicks and six.
Knicks and six. Okay,
Knicks and
Spurs,
six.
wow. And you so
Spurs,
you so you got New
Spurs,
York
and
City running down in the next few weeks. Heard you. Heard you.
I'll
Knicks
go.
and
I
six.
go. I go Spurs in seven.
Spurs and seven. Man.
I go
What you
Spurs in
taking?
seven.
What you taking?
Who me?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
got I got Knicks in six.
Tell
I,
you.
to me, I believe the New
Damn.
York. I believe the New York Knicks are being overlooked right now
Bruh,
because
I
of
keep
They are.
trying to
No, they
tell
are.
people
They
that. I
are.
keep trying
who
to
they
They
ran
tell
are.
into.
people that.
Because of who they ran into. Because if I believe, this is my opinion, if the New York Knicks would have still made it to the NBA Finals, but they had to go through the Boston Celtics and the Detroit Pistons, I don't believe the people would be talking about the New York Knicks the way they're talking about them right now.
That's
I
And
facts.
think
look
the
what the
reason why
Sixers did to the
the reason
fucking
why they're talking
Celtics.
about it is because this year they happened to go through the Philadelphia 76ers, who had a hampered Embiid and were running too much through Tyrese Maxey. And you also had a situation where you ran into a Cleveland Cavaliers team who had just beat a young Detroit Pistons team. However, they don't match up against the New York Knicks the same way the Detroit Pistons would have matched up against the Knicks because the Pistons beat the Knicks in the regular season 3 times. And from a physicality perspective, they match up better, and they had the number one seed, which means the Knicks would have been on the road for the first 2 games.
And
So a
yeah,
lot of
Mhm.
people feel like it would have been more interesting or more compelling to say that the Knicks would
but
have
what
beat the Spurs
nobody is
or
taking
somebody
into
wasn't.
account.
I don't abide by that at all because I've been watching this New York Knicks core for the last 3 or 4 years,
I
and
was
this is
just
the
about to
most
say
battle.
they've been with
This is
each
by
other for
far
three,
Yeah, I was
four
gonna say they've been
the
with
most
each
years.
other
battle
too.
tested team in the NBA this year. The New York Knicks. They're the most battle tested team over the last few years
That's a
right now.
fact. That's
They've
a
literally
fact.
gone through everything that they went through for this moment. I don't
And all
believe.
they did was change
Yeah,
philosophy. That's
yeah.
it. The
That's all
thing
they
is
did.
with Tibbs versus Mike Brown, that's the same roster. But who you
Yeah,
seeing coming in making a motherfucking play? Landry
yeah.
Shaman went 11 for 12 from three in
On
the
that,
Eastern Conference Finals.
on that.
Shorty was
Yep.
shooting
Nine.
90%.
Yep.
Motherfucking
Yep.
Deuce McBride come in. Water. You
Juice.
got Clarkson coming in. You
Clarkson. Yep.
using the fucking bench. Tibbs want to fucking play niggas 45,
40
50
plus
minutes a
minutes.
game,
Yeah.
burning them out.
Yeah.
What
And
the
you
fuck?
have a
And the
lot and
main
you
thing is playing through Cat. Because what you see playing through Cat is they running this shit like Golden State, like how
Yeah.
Draymond was running it. So you
Exactly.
got all flex screens, you got Mikhail coming off, you got Brunson coming off, but it's constant movement. So all that movement, and then if Cat real feel you, you know what I'm saying, you lay off, he's shooting that shit. They really
Mhm.
and niggas don't talk about the Knicks defense. You got
Yeah,
OG.
So they
You
they
yeah.
got
slap.
see
Mitchell
they
Robinson.
keep talking about Brunson gonna get exposed, bruh. He got 6, 7 niggas with long wingspans behind him, bruh. He's good.
He's
That's
good.
why you go build a team with Hart, 6'5", long wingspan. Mikhail, long wingspan. OG. Let me tell you, OG gonna be on Wemby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If y'all want me to be real with you, OG gonna be guarding Wemby. They gonna put
Yes, he
Cat
is.
on Chet probably. I mean not Chet. They gonna put Cat probably on um dang, who the four they got? Champagne. They probably gonna
Yeah,
have him on
yeah,
Champagne.
somebody like that. Yeah.
But I don't like that
Think
though
so?
for Cat.
No,
I
no,
ain't gonna lie, I
no.
don't like that for Cat
Champagne
though.
more like the two. They got like who is they for?
They
So
don't start the white boy. They don't start Luke.
they don't
Luke
start
don't. He
Luke.
Uh
don't.
it's
Yeah.
it's it's
Off the
it's
bench.
it's,
Yeah.
it's Castle
But you know they got
Fox.
that 3 guard lineup. Yeah.
Yeah,
That three
Castle
guard lineup.
Fox, Vassell,
But say
Vassell.
Champagne,
Vassell.
and
Yep. Yep.
Wemby.
It's gonna be an elite matchup. They played against each other in the NBA Cup,
I
and the
said,
Knicks
for
won.
that shit about to be bumped. That shit about I can't wait.
Yeah,
I
I
it's
just
yeah.
feel
can't
like
wait.
Wimby.
I
I
think the
feel like
Knicks.
Wimby on that Kobe shit. That's why I said he gonna put. Wimby on
I,
Kobe mode, man.
it's a sense of urgency from the Knicks that they have to win this because if they let San Antonio get a
Food.
championship
You
now,
let the
who's going to
22-year-old
stop them for the
nigga
next 10 years?
first playoff beat you?
Man, that's yeah.
Bro, they
That's,
young as shit.
they
Dylan
showed
and
a
all
sense
them
of
is
urgency.
20 and
Yeah,
22 and
Yes.
20. Them niggas young as shit.
man.
Yes.
And I'm not gonna
Like
hold
they
you.
said though, the nonchalant era of basketball is over with. I'm just glad
Yes,
women done won and we seeing them
yeah,
cry all type shit. Even New York, like the way they just beating niggas and this and that and close out games. It's like we have two teams that's very serious about this shit and they really gonna play. Like
oh
Like
yeah,
they're gonna play
the,
hard as shit.
the
yeah,
ratings gonna be up.
oh yeah. This is what the NBA wanted.
This
No
is what
Bro,
we
question about
wanted.
bro,
it. No
I
question
can't
about
hold you. Wimby and
it.
the Knicks? What?
In the garden, when
In the
In
Wimby
the
and the
garden?
garden, yeah.
in the garden. Oh,
Chef's
bro.
kiss.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Damn.
movie. I think the Knicks are ready for this moment.
And
I
I
think they
think,
need to
bro,
show
that
what time
like rest is valuable. The fact that we
it is.
coming
Yeah,
in 100% healthy. Well,
Yeah.
dumbass Mitchell Robinson would get hurt. I don't even know how he hurt his finger on some stupid shit, but still though, at least he got time to recover, until Wednesday. But it's like, man,
Facts.
bro, they been off for like a week now.
yeah, sis, yeah,
Yeah.
And
yeah, that,
even before that, they was off for a week.
Yeah, we
yeah.
nah, they've been chilling.
They've been chilling.
And they
They've
get to
been chilling.
just steady everything that OKC did well. I guarantee you the Knicks is sitting here just taking note of it. Like, okay,
Oh
this
yeah,
is the game. Because if you want me to tell you the truth, the problem with the Spurs is all them niggas go.
all of
Like,
them.
it ain't just Wemby. Like, it's Vassell, it's
Castle.
Champagne, Hopper, Castle,
Oh,
Fox.
Fox, motherfucker Carter Bryant.
and
Go.
Yeah.
I'm so glad Dylan Harper getting his just due. I watched that brother in high school when I was living up in Jersey, New York area. Bro, he was a problem. He was the
I'm not
number
gonna
two type
lie.
of player. He was arguably the number one.
He's so good. It's
Yeah,
just scary. He's 20. Oh my
right,
gosh.
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
That nigga's 20.
At some point in
That
time,
shot, that shot in the fourth. I said, hey Mo, I
yes,
know
bro.
he ain't pulled that jump. 5 seconds left. On the MVP too.
Yes. Yes, bro. He used to do that shit in high school like it was nothing. That's why I was like, his 3-point shot was off the first part of the season, probably the first 45, 50 games of the season. His 3-point shot, I told people, man, give him time to get
Bro,
his
if
rhythm
he
with that
gets
NBA shot.
consistent
And
with
ever
his
since
three,
then,
all he
he's been
gotta shoot is
at 40%
36%,
free.
Mike.
Yeah,
36%, he averages 30 plus a game.
yeah, bro.
Straight up. Cause you can't stop him going downhill. I ain't gonna
No,
Nope.
lie,
you
Shorty
can't.
finishes everything at the basket. Like
Yeah,
either hand. It don't matter.
yeah, bro. Yeah, man. I love what they doing right now. But I think the Knicks are right. We watched this before. Like the Knicks have that like overwhelming presence on other teams, like where they just demoralize opponents. It's not even just
Hmm.
like they beating them; they literally
And they
demoralize.
don't quit.
They
Yeah,
don't
they
quit, bro.
don't. They
Quit. I
don't.
think they got him. I think they got him. I think they got him this time. This time around, I'm gonna go with the Knicks. But I like I said, brothers, I appreciated this conversation. This was dope. This reminded me kind of that of the lunch table at Carol sometimes when we used to break bread and just chop it up
Damn.
sometimes.
Yeah.
He was bidding all the time and all this. This is a vibe, man. This is a vibe. I
Appreciate
appreciate
you,
you guys
Mike.
coming on. Mills, my first time actually getting a chance to chop it up with you. I appreciate you, brother. Salute to you, man.
Already.
Hats off to the Lost Ones Classic, July 5th. Everybody be in there, all white. Make sure you get your tickets if you haven't already. And it's going to be a movie. Standing room only. I'll be in the building. Big Mike's 2 Cents will be there. The whole team will be there. And I appreciate you, brothers. And that's Past the Mic Podcast, episode 6. Salute. Peace and love, everybody.
Salute, y'all. Appreciate you, bro, for having us
Appreciate you,
on.
man.
Yep, yep.